Do you ever feel like you're out there grinding for clients and still coming up empty-handed? You're on all the freelancer sites, you've talked to everyone you know, and maybe you even tried one of those cold outreach scripts, but you're still either getting completely ignored or hearing no after no. You're starting to feel like maybe there's just not enough clients to go around. Maybe freelance copywriting isn't for you. Maybe you should just give up. Not so fast. When it comes to landing a steady stream of clients, it's less about landing individual clients one at a time and more about taking consistent action that compounds to create cumulative results. And in this video, I'm going to explain exactly what that means and how to put it to work inside your freelance copywriting business. So Wordy Mamas, let's talk about the importance of cumulative action taking and how you can land more copywriting clients with 5 simple daily practices. Let's just take care of the elephant in the room right now and address that false belief that there's not enough clients to go around. Here's the truth. There are tens of millions of small businesses in the US alone, and that's not counting the larger corporations, nonprofit organizations, and online entrepreneur segment of the population. And every single one of them need copy to help them grow their reach and engagement and promote their products and services. So let's just put that one to rest, okay? The clients are out there. The problem is they don't know that you are. So let's dive into 5 daily practices you can start today to help you land more clients in the copywriting world. This YouTube channel is full of actionable and proven hacks, tips, and strategies for freelance copywriting mamas just like you. Make sure you subscribe and smash that button so you get notified when my videos go live. We live in a time right now that is so amazing for freelance copywriters, and it's all because of one thing: social media. Love it or hate it, you have to admit that social media gives freelance copywriters the chance to market their skills in front of potential clients 24/7, no matter where in the world you live. We don't have to be out there sending letters in the mail or making phone calls or visiting businesses in person anymore to try to land clients. Instead, we can build relationships and connect with prospective clients from anywhere we want, in our PJs if we want to. The world is a beautiful place. It all starts with simply showing up for ourselves and our business on our own social media profiles. And we do this through daily practice number 1, posting consistent content. Now you might be thinking, do I have to? Can't I just reach out to people without having to do social media? Yes, you can, but it's going to go so much faster and better if you're posting consistent social media content. Why? Well, let me ask you a question. What's the first thing you do when you encounter someone new on social media? The very first thing. You click their name and visit their profile, right? Let's be real, we're all secretly social media creepers. We want more info, so we go check them out. People are doing that to you too. And if you don't have any content on your profile that provides value and talks about what you do and who you serve, well, that's a missed opportunity for you to do 2 things. Number 1, provide validation for who you are and what you do. And number 2, showcase your personality in a way that builds connection with the right kind of people. I don't know about you, but I don't want to miss out on helping my prospective clients get to know me and see me as the copywriter who can help them. I get it. Jumping into the social media content creating jungle can be intimidating. So here's a couple tips that will help make it easier to get started. Tip number 1, choose one platform you know your ideal clients are hanging out on and start there. You don't have to go all in on multiple platforms all at once. That can be super overwhelming. Instead, choose a platform you know your right kind of people are hanging out on. Study up on the type of content that works best there, video, graphics, text, and just begin. When you master that one platform, add another. And tip number 2, you can bulk create content. Set aside a few hours once a week or once a month, build out content, and then schedule it. If you don't love content creating, sitting down to do it can seem like a chore. Instead, if you have a block of time devoted to it and create enough content that can last you a while, you get it out of the way without feeling like you have to spend every single day on social media. Daily practice number 2 that will help you land clients is giving value in online groups. Have you noticed there are just some people who seem to show up everywhere and stand out as experts? Well, they all had to start from ground zero at some point too, and in many cases, that ground zero was online groups. There's lots of different types of online groups like forums and networking sites, But the one I've found to be the most useful for landing clients in the freelancer world is Facebook groups. Did you know that there are tens of millions of Facebook groups in existence? And a single user can join up to 6,000 groups from their profile or page? Your ideal clients are out there, and they're out there in Facebook groups. And if they're there and you're not, you're missing out on a huge opportunity to show up and stand out as an expert in your niche. So, how can you leverage Facebook groups for landing clients? First, you have to get out there and find the groups your ideal clients are in. That means it's time to put on your researching hat. Ask around to see which groups people in your network recommend. Do a search on Facebook for groups with keywords for your niche in the name. Next, request to join those groups. You want to be seen as a member of a group that's valuable, so make sure you answer any questions in the request form. This is the first impression a group admin will have of you, and it shows them you respect their rules and are willing to play by them. And number 3, get active in the group according to the group rules. Once your join request has been accepted, you should be able to post and comment. Now's your chance to give value in keeping with the purpose of the group. You can either create a value post of your own or comment helpful information or answer questions in someone else's post. Just make sure that you're not dropping self-promotion or links unless it's permitted in that group. Now, something cool happens when you start giving value in groups. You're literally building your reputation as an expert by showing up and offering what you know. This is huge for creating trust. Something else cool happens when you start giving value in groups. It feeds organic traffic to your social media profile where they can learn more about you and even book a call. Remember the social media creep? Yeah, it takes place starting in groups too. So get out there and join some groups. Daily practice number 3 is check out LinkedIn job postings. LinkedIn has a feature where you can fill out a form about your skills and qualifications, then request to receive emails or notifications about job openings that fit your profile. Now, I know, you're not looking for a job. In fact, you're trying to avoid or escape a job. Don't get me wrong here. I'm not telling you to go out and start applying for a job. But signing up for LinkedIn Job Alerts does a couple of things that can be helpful when you're in client landing mode. LinkedIn Job Alerts give you the ability to put together a pitch for your services as a contractor, and that can be very attractive for companies. It's not necessarily guaranteed to work every time, but it's often cheaper for business owners to hire contractors as opposed to a full-time employee because they'll save a ton of money on benefits and retirement and insurance. The second helpful thing LinkedIn Job Alerts do for you is it gives you information. You start being able to see what types of positions are available in the market right now, what employers are looking for as far as qualities and skill sets, and how staffers or business owners are describing those positions. So even if you do pitch a company from a job posting on LinkedIn and they say no, you're still getting your name out there. Who knows who else they know from their network that might need help that they could recommend you to. It's worth a couple minutes a day to keep your finger on the pulse of the professional world through LinkedIn job posts. Daily practice number 4 is stalk your Dream 100. The Dream 100 strategy is a concept developed by Chet Holmes, the author of The Ultimate Sales Machine. It's a marketing book, and I highly recommend everyone read it. This strategy is basically this: decide who your ultimate dream clients are and find a way to reach out and connect with and engage with them and nurture those relationships until they hire you. It is a longer end game strategy, but it can really pay off if you're willing to devote a few minutes every day to doing it. So how do you do it? Well, first you have to decide who your Dream 100 are, because you want to become really familiar with their business model, their target audience, what types of campaigns they run, what types of problems they have. So find out whatever you can about the people you would love to work with, and then look for people, places, and things that you have in common. Find out and follow them on social media. And you're already in Facebook interacting in groups, so join theirs. Connect with people they're connected with. Find ways to show up in the same online spaces and purposefully create connection. Comment on their posts. Give value in their groups. Ask people that you have in common to make an introduction on your behalf. Even if you just start doing this with 10 ideal clients and take one small action to engage with and nurture connection with them every day, you'll be setting yourself up for success to become part of their online world, and they'll start to see you as the copywriting expert that you are. Now, I get it. As writers, often we prefer just to sit behind the keyboard and type away. Unfortunately, at least in the early days of your business, being a good writer isn't enough to build a solid leads pipeline. That's why daily practice number 5 is to create a process for personalizable outreach, then do it. I won't lie, reaching out and pitching your services to people can be kind of intimidating, but I'm not talking about hitting people up and ice cold in the DMs, okay? If you're doing daily practices 1 through 4, you won't have to. Daily practices 1 through 4 help you create a noticeable online presence that leads to relationships with your ideal clients. And you're never having to pitch your services to someone who has no idea who you are. You can, but you don't have to. It can still be a little nerve-wracking though. So here's my quick tip for taking the emotion out of outreach while saving yourself time and energy. Create a set process for how you do it and the materials or resources you'll use, and just factor it into your workflow. When you create a set process around something, it just becomes something you do. And by systematizing the steps and creating shortcuts for it, you save yourself time now when you're the one doing the outreach, and later when you're able to have a team member to help you because you already have it recorded. So what do I mean by a set process? Well, to create a set process around your outreach, all you really need are 2 personalizable messages, one for the initial outreach and one for the follow-up and confirmation. Now, don't misunderstand me. These are not copy and paste scripts. People can spot those a mile away, and nobody likes them. But what I do mean is you can create a message framework where the info you give about yourself and your business and the call to action with your booking link are ready and waiting. Take that framework, load it into your Google Drive or project management software. Then, as you start researching your Dream 100, you can create a copy of that message framework for each and every person or company. As you learn more about that Dream 100 prospect, you fill it in. And when you're ready, you grab the now personalized outreach message and send it. What this does for you is it helps you get started without feeling like you're staring at a blank screen or forgetting something important. The beauty of these 5 daily practices is they build on each other. And if you don't have time, you don't have to start doing them all right now, today. Pick one, master it, and then add the next one. And before you know it, you'll have a leads pipeline that's full and stays full, and you'll never have to wonder where your next client comes from again. So what do you think? Are you ready to start doing the daily practices that will help your business grow? Give me a thumbs up if this video was helpful, drop a comment below, and let me know what types of clients you'll be reaching out to. If you missed my last video, I shared 5 copywriting strategies that still work no matter what year it is. Check out the link in the video description below to watch now. And make sure to subscribe and follow this channel for more tips, strategies, and resources for freelance copywriting mamas. I'm Christa, living the mom, wife, copywriter life.